Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, HollywoodShono here, about to give you another Injustice Gods Among Us video. In this video we do the Arkham Knight Harley Quinn full 5 battles on standard difficulty. In the first challenge, only bronze characters are on your team. 1 challenge currency, 1 energy per fight. In the first matchup we have New 52 The Flash, Nightwing, and Insurgency Green Arrow. Cards start off at level 1, skip the matches 1,000 credits.
Begin.
The Deathstroke is loaded up with all of our crit damage gear. The Cloak of Destiny, the LexCorp chestplate, and the PROMETHIUM longsword. So Nightwing gets slashed out for the victory in the first fight. Now keep in mind that setup actually works a lot better when you have max crit chance, but we're going to try it anyways. 223 XP, 230 credits. And to give you an idea of how much crit damage Deathstroke can actually have, if the Cloak of Destiny is maxed out, you have 44% more damage on crit attacks, all the way up to 50%. If you get a stun, 200% more damage. PROMETHIUM Longsword fully maxed out is 50% more damage on crit attacks. And the LexCorp helmet fully evolved is also 50% more damage on crit attacks. So later today, probably while the video is rendered, we will be doing another full Survivor run. So in the second matchup, we have Cyborg, Harley Quinn, and Regime Solomon Grundy. Cards gain a level of 2, skip the matches 1,000 credits.
Begin.
Cyborg wiped out in 1 shot. Harley Quinn also wiped out. Solomon Grundy comes in. 942 damage on a critical hit for the victory in the second fight. 226 XP. 1,250 credits. In the third matchup, we have Insurgency, Deathstroke, Lex Luthor, and New 52 Green Lantern. Cards gain a level of 3, skip the matches 1,000 credits. Now, is it actually better to use all crit damage? Probably not, unless you have crit chance maxed out, at which point it probably is the better route to go. We're going to go off the Sword Spin on Lex Luthor. And we wipe him out in 1 shot for the victory in the third fight. But it does lead for some interesting stuff, and I really like the potential the LexCorp helmet has. 228 XP, 270 credits. And for anybody who hasn't seen my Instagram or Twitter, I did post a pic where a flying punch did well over 230,000 damage. No joke. In the fourth matchup, we have Challenge Countdown, going up against Sinetro, Regime Catwoman, and Harley Quinn. Cards gain a level of 4, skip the matches 1,000 credits.
Begin.
Sinestro eliminated, Catwoman eliminated, and the Sword Spin will easily deal with Harley Quinn for the easy victory in the fourth fight with 6 seconds used in the fight, even though it says 5. 231 XP, 290 credits. In the fifth matchup, we have Regime Solomon Grundy, Insurgency, Deathstroke, and Nightwing. Cards gain a level of 5, skip the matches 5,000 credits.
Begin.
Solomon Grundy wiped out in 3 hits easily. Nightwing is in. We got the Sword Spin on Nightwing. And that is going to wipe out both Nightwing and Deathstroke for the victory in the fifth fight. This Deathstroke is definitely one of my favorite bronze cards. 234 XP. 310 credits. In the sixth matchup, we have New 52 The Flash, New 52 Green Lantern, and Lex Luthor. Cards gain a level of 6. Skip the matches 5,000 credits.
Begin.
So right away, Deathstroke is dominating the field. So he's seen a crit for about 940 damage. We're going to go off the Sword Spin on Green Lantern. And that is enough to wipe him out for the victory in the sixth fight. 236 XP. 330 credits. Now the question I have for you guys, is it better to actually have 130% crit damage, or is it better to have all basic damage? We're going to try to find out in the next 4 fights if we have all basic damage. Keep in mind we're still missing 15% damage, but you're still going to get a good idea of how it works. In the seventh matchup, we have Harley Quinn, Sinestro, and Regime Catwoman. Cards gain a level of 7. Skip the matches 5,000 credits.
Begin.
So Harley Quinn gets wiped out. Sinestro gets wiped out. And Catwoman takes a shot for 891 damage for the victory in the 7th fight. So that proves all crit damage and 1 damage gear item can actually do more damage than 3 damage items. 239 XP, 350 credits. And keep in mind with all the crit damage, there's still about 15, actually about 20% still floating around. In the 8th matchup, we have Challenge Radiation going up against Insurgency Green Arrow, Insurgency Deathstroke, and Cyborg. Cards gain a level of 8, skill the match is 5,000 credits. So if you have maxed out crit chance, you probably want to put all 3 crit damage gear items on Deathstroke, and the results are probably going to be astronomical if you connect with a point-blank unblockable. Cyborg gets eliminated for the victory in the 8th fight. 241 XP, 370 credits, and there's only a couple cards that can actually do this. Batman is one that can do that, and I believe that there's a couple others too. In the 9th matchup, we have Regime Solomon Grundy, The Flash, and Green Lantern. Cards gain a level of 9. Skip the match is now 10,000 credits.
Begin.
Now, obviously, the big debate then comes into play. Do you use the Ibis stick, or do you use a 3rd crit damage item? That's where things get a little bit hairy. Now, keep in mind, the LexCorp, I think it's the helmet or gauntlets, actually give 40% damage to Special 1, and as we know, Deathstroke loves his Special 1s for the victory in the 9th fight. So is it actually better to use the Ibis stick, or is it better to use the LexCorp chest plate? 244 XP, 390 credits. I guess it all depends on critical hit damage and all raw damage together. In the 10th matchup, we have Insurgency, Green Arrow, Sinestro, and Lex Luthor. Cards gain a level of 10, skip the match is 10,000 credits. But as you saw with some internal testing, all 3 crit damage gear items do work better than all damage gear. Confirmed. As Lex Luthor gets massacred for the victory in the 10th fight. 247 XP, 410 credits. Now, since we have to use Sinestro in the 2nd battle, we're going to throw in Bronze Flash. And for standard difficulty, I don't give a shit if the Flash is going all night long. So we're going to put in Bronze Sinestro. We're going to put in the Flash. And we're going to throw in New 52 the Flash, because we can use Metahuman to just dominate the 2nd battle. So with the Flash, we're going to give him the Knife Collection, Promethium Longsword, and another Realm Combo. And for anybody who's curious on the LexCorp stats, we have the chest armor augmented at +0, 60% crit chance of basic attacks, 15% chance to reflect all specials while blocking goes up to 20%, and the life drain goes up to 99% chance to life drain 40% per special on 2. So the LexCorp helmet, blocking stuff 24% more damage, crit boost 34% more damage, and evolved 6% dot damage on special. Pretty cool shit, and this is the highest blocking gear item in the game, so the LexCorp suit can be pretty powerful, but the 4th world is definitely better on defense. I think LexCorp is more offense-oriented. In the 11th matchup, we have New 52, The Flash, Harley Quinn, and Cyborg. Cards gain a level to 11, skip the match is 10,000 credits. So that means the gauntlets are the 40% damage to Special 1 with that ridiculous overpowered heal. The Flash one-shotting people all day long. And Cyborg punched in the face because he's black for the victory in the 11th fight. 249 XP, 430 credits. In the 12th matchup, we have Challenge Super Move Disabled, going up against the Flash, Nightwing, and Green Lantern. Cards gain a level of 12, skip the match is 10,000 credits.
Begin.
Super Move may be disabled, the Flash still wiping people out like nothing, even with light attacks. And what you gonna do when we hit you in the face with my big brute brother for the victory in the 12th fight as Hulkamania is running wild on you. 252 XP, 2,950 credits. So the Arkham Knight Harley Quinn Challenge Battle 1 on standard difficulty is completed. And in the 2nd challenge, Sinestro must be on your team, which you see right there. In the 1st matchup, we have Regime Catwoman, Sinestro, and New 52 the Flash. Cards start off at level 11 bronze. Skip the match is 1,000 credits.
Begin.
So again, the Flash is still going to dominate people in one shot. Who cares if we keep him in? The Flash is so quick it doesn't matter, as Sinestro gets wiped out for the victory in the 1st fight. Now, Metahuman the Flash is actually a pretty complicated mechanic because you need power generation to get off his special 1 move, but you also need a lot of damage to just rip through the opponent. So that's why the Flash's hyperspeed suit is actually not a bad gear item for him, as it also increases your unblockable chance. In the second matchup, we have Green Lantern, Lex Luthor, and the Flash. Cards gain a level of 12. Skip the match is 1,000 credits. And with the improved critical chance with the special one, you also might want to consider gear items like the LexCorp helmet to make the Flash a little tankier. Or the chest plate, which actually gives 70% crit. So you're pretty much guaranteed a crit every time. 252 XP. 260 credits. Alright, so now for 10 fights, we're going to throw in MetaHuman the Flash along with both Sinestros because they all just suck, and I really don't give a shit about them. So we're going to throw in Regime Sinestro, Green Lantern Sinestro, and we are going to throw in MetaHuman the Flash. We're going to do some experimenting for the next 10 fights.
The Flash.
So with MetaHuman the Flash, the LexCorp chest armor gives 60% crit chance on basic attacks. The Hyperspeed suit gives unblockable to basic attacks if we can find it. It is a red chest armor. We have so much gear. Now for the third gear item, we're actually going to give him a piece of crit gear. And the crit gear, actually we're going to give him damage gear. We are going to give him the knife collection. So we'll see how close to 60% crit this is. In the third matchup, we have Cyborg, Harley Quinn, and Insurgency Green Arrow. Cards gain a level of 13. Skip the match is 1,000 credits.
Begin.
One shot was definitely a crit. Second shot was a crit. And Green Arrow eliminate for the victory in the third fight, as we did see kind of a mixed bag of crits. 354 XP. 280 credits. In the fourth matchup, we have Challenge Dampening Field going up against Regime Solomon Grundy, Nightwing, and Insurgency Destro. Cards gain a level of 14. Skip the match is 1,000 credits.
Begin.
So 926 on a crit. Nowhere near 1 bar. You probably need some power generation to make that work. As Nightwing gets wiped out for the victory in the fourth fight. 257 XP. 300 credits. But if you are lacking on crit chance gear, the LexCorp chestplate could be really good for you, along with 2 basic damage gear items. So we're going to throw on some more crit gear. We're going to give him the PROMETHIUM Longsword and the NetherRealm Comma, and we'll see how many crits he can actually get. In the fifth matchup, we have New 52 Green Lantern, Lex Luthor, and New 52 the Flash. Cards gain a level of 15. Skip the match is 5,000 credits. Now remember, the Cloak of Destiny can be more damage than an actual crit item, and we saw an attack that did not crit. And what also leads to that factor is the fact that all of the gear items do not equal 100% crit. The way the crit gear actually works, you have 60%, 45%, 40%. And all 3 of them can roll no crit. And if that happens, you don't crit. In the sixth matchup, we have Regime Catwoman, Sinestro, and Insurgency Green Arrow. Cards gain a level of 16. Skip the match is 5,000 credits.
Begin.
Catwoman does get crit. And you can also probably further increase the crit chance by actually having crit augments. But as you see, a couple shots still not critting for the victory in the sixth fight. 262 XP. 4,340 credits. But again, if your crit chance is low, you could actually benefit from the LexCorp chest armor. We're going to put on some crit damage gear, the Cloak of Destiny, and the LexCorp helmet.
The Flash.
So now in the seventh matchup, we have Nightwing, Regime Solomon Grundy, and Harley Quinn. Cards gain a level of 17. Skip the match is 5,000 credits. Now in this scenario, we have no crit damage gear. And as you see, crits are like a lot less. It's like 828, which is still not that bad. But because of the LexCorp chest armor, you have that crit. It looks like we're actually critting more, which is kind of funny. As Solomon Grundy gets reamed out for the victory in the seventh fight. 265 XP. 360 credits. In the eighth matchup, we have Challenge Chaos going up against Insurgency Deathstroke, Cyborg, and the Flash. Cards gain a level of 18. Skip the match is 5,000 credits.
Begin.
Deathstroke wiped out in 2 punches. Cyborg is in, who is black. So Green Lantern Sinestro comes in and wipes out the Flash in 3 hits for the victory in the 8th fight. 267 XP. 380 credits. In the 9th matchup, we have New 52 Green Lantern, Catwoman, and Sinestro. Cards gain a level of 19, the middle card turns silver, and the right card gains a promotion to Elite 1. Skill the match is now 10,000 credits.
Begin.
So again, there's several ways to gear up people thanks to the LexCorp helmet, and I'm actually really excited for that gear. Because basically, it actually leads for more offensive combinations than previously. Here we're going to go off the lightning kick on Catwoman. It's probably going to wipe out Sinestro as well. Not quite. And Sinestro eliminated for the victory in the 9th fight, and it's not really easy to use the Metahuman Flash passive until X-Ray. 270 XP, 400 credits. In the 10th matchup, we have Insurgency Green Arrow, Black Adam, and Insurgency Deathstroke. Cards gain a level of 20. Skip the match is 10,000 credits.
Begin.
Now, because of Black Adam in the 4th fight, we actually can't use him until the 3rd recharge. It's going to make Nightmare a little more interesting. Although in Standard and Expert, who gives a shit? We got the Lightning Kick on Sheikh Ahmed Habibi. And 2 kicks wipes out Deathstroke for the victory in the 9th fight. 273 XP. 420 credits. In the 11th matchup, we have Lex Luthor, Regime Doomsday, and Regime Catwoman. Cards gain a level of 21, and the right card gains a promotion to Elite 2. Skip the match is 10,000 credits.
Begin.
So Lex Luthor eliminated. Doomsday is in. Doomsday about to get wiped out. And we're going to go the lightning kick on Catwoman that will be enough to get rid of her for the victory in the 11th fight. 275 XP. 440 credits. In the 12th matchup, we have Challenge Regeneration going up against New 52 The Flash, Regime Flash, and Cyborg. Cards gain a level of 22, and the right card loses its promotions. Skip the match is 10,000 credits. So the Flash has like 4,000 health. Flash gets wiped out in 2 hits. Cyborg is in. The Flash is also in. Now we can get some value from the lightning kick, healing for about 23. Blocks that. And the Flash eliminates himself for the victory in the 12th fight. 278 XP. 460 credits. So the Arkham Knight Harley Quinn Challenge Battle 2 on Standard difficulty is completed. And now we have a Bronze Booster Pack. Inside we receive a Regime Catwoman who's already maxed out, Power Fist, which is Regime Cyborg's level 2 move, and Cat Dash, which is Regime Catwoman's level 2 move. So in the 3rd challenge, only bronze and silver characters are allowed on your team. And we're going to not use Black Adam until the final couple fights. We're going to use Catwoman, Cyborg, and Deathstroke. And we're going to do the same thing we did in the 1st battle. CLOAK of Destiny, PROMETHIUM Longsword, and the LexCorp helmet. Now obviously you can get more crits by using a 2nd crit item. And it might actually work. In the 1st matchup, we have Nightfall Bane, Regime Sinestro, and Regime Nightwing. Cards start off at level 1 silver. Skip the match is 5,000 credits. So again, I'm really excited for the LexCorp helmet as Bane gets wiped out in 1 shot. Sinestro also eliminated in 1 shot. Nightwing is in. And half damage to basic attacks, 973 damage for the victory in the 1st fight. 275 XP, 250 credits. In the 2nd matchup, we have Insurgency Lex Luthor, Insurgency Harley Quinn, and Regime Green Lantern. Cards gain a level of 2. Skip the match is 5,000 credits. And for the love of God, please allow Regime Green Lantern's passive to work. If 600 Wonder Woman and Animated Harley Quinn's passive works, why not Green Lantern? Green Lantern hit for 1946 for the victory in the 2nd fight. 278 XP. 270 credits. So now we've seen the full damage of a critical hit. We're going to throw on the NetherRealm comma on Deathstroke. And we're going to run yet another test. And that test being, how much damage do you do with 2 crit items and not 3? In the 3rd matchup, we have Regime Flash, Regime Doomsday, and Regime Cyborg. Cards gain a level of 3. Skip the match is 5,000 credits.
Begin.
So the Flash gets wiped out in one hit. Cyborg is in, who is black. We saw a 972 normal hit. 2,323 damage for the victory in the third fight. So your answer is you only want to use 2 critical damage items, and you want to have basic damage in 2 slots. 280 XP, 290 credits. Now that could hold a little bit differently if you're using Arkham Origins Deathstroke, because you can actually gain more crit damage by using 3 damage items. It seems like on Silver Deathstroke it's better to use 2 basic damage items and 2 critical damage items and leave the third as just no crit damage. In the fourth matchup, we have Challenge Radiation going up against Regime Bane, Wonder Woman, and Solomon Grundy. Cards gain a level of 4. Skip the match is 5,000 credits.
Begin.
Now the other test is it better to use 1 critical damage item, 2, or 0? We'll try to test that in the next 5 fights. And Solomon Grundy gets hit for 1742 blocking. And Solomon Grundy eliminated for the victory in the fourth fight. 283 XP, 310 credits. In the fifth matchup, we have the Joker, Green Arrow, and Deathstroke. Cards gain a level of 5. Skip the match is now 10,000 credits.
Begin.
Toxic Death for 5248. Green Arrow eliminated as well. Deathstroke is in. And Deathstroke gets wiped out in one hit for the victory in the fifth fight. So it definitely shows that not using the LexCorp helmet is actually better than using a second damage gear item that crits, like the NetherRealm Comet, Eskrima Sticks, or the Bloody Sword. 226 XP, 330 credits. Now we're going to make a roster change. Does Catwoman have all of her gear slots unlocked?
Catwoman.
Yes, she does. So we're going to use Catwoman. And I believe she has the same crit damage effects as well. We're going to throw in Regime Doomsday. And we are going to throw in Harley Quinn.
Catwoman.
So Catwoman, we're going to check out her gear and see if it's more damage on crit attacks as well. And if it is, we're going to further run more tests. It's not the carbon fiber mask, it's actually the other one, the steel claws. And more damage on crit attacks is correct for Catwoman. So we're going to give her 2 damage gear, the Promethium Longsword and the NetherRealm Comet. So in the sixth matchup, we have Catwoman, Sheikh Ahmed Habibi, and Nightfall Bane. Cards get a level of 6. Skip the match is 10,000 credits. Now your results may vary. If you have 50% crit damage, it might actually work better. Catwoman gets wiped out in one shot. Black Adam gets wiped out in one shot. And Catwoman hitting for 1845 for the victory in the sixth fight. 288 XP. 6,350 credits. So what we're going to do for another test, we're going to take the steel claws off and put on the knife collection and see if we crit hard. In the seventh matchup, we have Regime Sinestro, Insurgency Lex Luthor, and Insurgency Harley Quinn. Cards gain a level of 7. Skip the match is 10,000 credits. 25% health, 10% damage is in play.
Begin.
So Sinestro able to survive one shot. Lex Luthor is in. So 2,016 on a crit, which means that it's actually better not to use the steel claws on Catwoman. Again, your results probably vary because if you have a lot of crit chance, it's probably actually better to use 2 crit damage gear items and something that gives crit chance or raw damage. 291 XP, 370 credits. For example, the LexCorp helmet, gloves, and the Cloak of Destiny could actually work really good for Catwoman, or Batman for that matter. In the eighth matchup, we have Challenge Life Drain, which is usually about a 10% steal. Going up against Regime Nightwing, Black Adam, and Catwoman. Cards gain a level of 8. Skip the match is 10,000 credits.
Begin.
So Nightwing gets wiped out in 2 hits as he absorbs 50% damage. At Life Drain for 18, as you see, so Catwoman gets bashed out for the victory in the 8th fight. 293 XP, 390 credits. In the 9th matchup, we have Deathstroke, Green Arrow, and the Joker. Cards gain a level of 9, and the middle card has a promotion to Elite 1. Skip the match is now 15,000 credits.
Begin.
Deathstroke wiped out in 2 shots. Green Arrow is in. Green Arrow eliminated. The Joker comes in. We're going to slash him up. We're trying to look at Harley Quinn. And we wipe him out for the victory in the 10th fight. Actually, that was the 9th fight, my bad. 296 XP. 410 credits. In the 10th matchup, we have Solomon Grundy, Wonder Woman, and Regime Bane. Cards gain a level of 10. Skip the match is 15,000 credits.
Begin.
Solomon Grundy, 3 shots, wipes him out. Pussy Juice radiating out on Christmas Eve. Wonder Woman eliminated. And Bane gets wiped out in 2 hits, one of which is a critical, for the victory in the 10th fight. 299 XP. 430 credits. Now for the roster change, we are going to use Black Adam. We're going to throw in both Banes because they're just pretty much useless. And we're going to throw in Silver Black Adam for 10 fights. So with Black Adam, we're going to give him the Knife Collection, PROMETHIUM Longsword, and the NetherRealm Comet. In the 11th matchup, we have Regime Cyborg, Regime Doomsday, and Regime Flash. Cards get a level to 11. Skip the match is 15,000 credits. As you see, Black Adam at level 50, Elite 5 has more stats than Catwoman at level 45, Elite 7, as Doomsday gets wiped out. Bring out the Arabian Sand Shocker, and what you gonna do when that racist gets shocked in the face, brother, for the victory in the 11th fight. 301 XP, 450 credits. In the 12th matchup, we have Challenge Chaos, going up against Regime Green Lantern, Insurgency Harley Quinn, and Insurgency Lex Luthor. Cards gain a level of 12. The middle card still has a promotion to Elite 1. Skill the match is 15,000 credits.
Begin.
So, Green Lantern eliminated. Harley Quinn also gets wiped out. Lex Luthor is in. We're going to go off the Arabian Sand Shocker. And Lex Luthor eliminated for the victory in the 12th fight. $304 XP, 470 credits. So the Arkham Knight Harley Quinn Challenge Battle 3 on standard difficulty is completed, and we will receive 15,000 credits. So on the 4th challenge, Sheikh Ahmed Habibi, also known as Black Adam, must be on your team. In the first matchup, we have Nightfall Bane, Catwoman, and Regime Green Lantern. Cards start off at level 11 silver. Skip the match is 5,000 credits. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 fights with this roster, and then we're going to go swap out to the other team, and then we'll use Gold Black Adam for the final 5 fights. We got the Arabian Sand Shocker and Catwoman eliminated for the victory in the first fight, although we could just charge up Black Adam once instead of silver and end these fights quicker. 301 XP, 260 credits, and Black Adam's actually kind of another fun card because of the extra damage he does with this special. Not really good in survival, but he can be fun in multiplayer if you don't get destroyed by level 1 moves. In the second matchup, we have Regime Bane, Regime Sinestro, and the Joker. Cards gain 2 levels to 13. Skip the match is 5,000 credits. So I think we're going to do that. We're just going to use Gold Black Adam and just overwhelm these guys in 1 hit. So Regime Bane eliminated. Sinestro is in. Gets wiped out in 2 hits. The Joker comes in and gets bashed out in 2 hits as well for the victory in the second fight. 304 XP, 280 credits. Now we're going to make a roster change early. We're going to throw in double Aquaman along with Black Adam. We have been trying to level up to 50 just for shits and giggles. So there's Black Adam. We're going to give him the Knife Collection, PROMETHIUM Longsword, and the NetherRealm Comet. So in the third matchup, we have Insurgency Lex Luthor, Black Adam, and Regime Nightwing. Cards gain 1 level to 14. Skip the match is 5,000 credits.
Begin.
Lex Luthor wiped out in 1 shot. Sheikh Ahmed Habibi comes in and gets wiped out. Nightwing is in. Nightwing eliminated in 2 critical hits for the victory in the third fight. 306 XP, 300 credits. In the fourth matchup, we have Challenge Power Surge. Going up against Solomon Grundy, Deathstroke, and Regime Cyborg, who is black. Cards get a level of 15. Skip the match is 5,000 credits.
Begin.
From the grave kicks in, Solomon Grundy eliminated. Cyborg is in. Gets wiped out as well. And we got the Arabian Sand Shocker. Deathstroke eliminated for the victory in the fourth fight. $309 XP. 320 credits. In the fifth matchup, we have Regime Flash, Regime Doomsday, and Green Arrow. Cards gain a level of 16. Skip the match is now 10,000 credits.
Begin.
Flash gets wiped out in one hit. Green Arrow is in. Green Arrow eliminated. Doomsday comes in. Moving off the Arabian Sand Shocker and get rid of him for the victory in the fifth fight. Now, having healing on Black Adam can be really good, and it can extend his life considerably. 312 XP, 340 credits. In the sixth matchup, we have Insurgency Harley Quinn, Wonder Woman, and Sheikh Ahmed Habibi. Cards gain a level of 17. Skip the match is 10,000 credits.
Begin.
Harley Quinn wiped out in one shot. Wonder Woman is in, gets pounded down as well. And Black Adam wiped out in one shot for the victory in the sixth fight. 314 XP, 8,360 credits. In the seventh matchup, we have the Joker, Regime Flash, and Regime Nightwing. Cards gain a level of 18. Skip the match is 10,000 credits.
Begin.
Well, the Joker gets wiped out, like 16,000 damage on Sheikh Ahmed Habibi. Gonna bash out Nightwing. And the Arabian Sand Shocker on the Flash will easily get rid of him for the victory in the seventh fight. $317 XP, 380 credits. We're going to make a roster change. We are going to throw in a couple more cards that we can just level up for fun. We're going to throw in Batman Returns Catwoman. And we're going to put in Teen Titans Cyborg, who is black.
Catwoman.
And for shits and giggles, we're going to throw the Riddler staff on Catwoman. And 2% XP probably doesn't mean shit, but we're still going to do it anyway.
Catwoman.
And it'll be like 20 more XP. So on the eighth matchup, we have Challenge Second Special Attack Disabled. Going up against Regime Sinestro, Nightfall Bane, and Regime Bane. Cards gain a level of 19. Skip the match is 10,000 credits.
Begin.
The Sinestro eliminated. Nightfall Bane comes in. Nightfall Bane reamed in one hit, and Regime Bane in. We got the Arabian Sand Shocker, and Regime Bane eliminated for the victory in the eighth fight. No special 2 necessary. Not that you should ever use it with Black Adam anyways. 319 XP, 400 credits, and there are actually situational uses for it. That was definitely not one of them. In the ninth matchup, we have Regime Cyborg, who is black, Insurgency Lex Luthor, and Deathstroke. Cards get a level of 20, and the left card has a promotion at Elite 1. Skip the match is 15,000 credits.
Begin.
Cyborg eliminated. Lex Luthor is in. Lex Luthor eliminated. Deathstroke comes in. And Deathstroke eliminated for the victory in the ninth fight. 322 XP. 420 credits. In the 10th matchup, we have Solomon Grundy, Wonder Woman, and Regime Green Lantern. Cards get a level of 21. Skip the match is 15,000 credits.
Begin.
And this video brought to you by the iPad Pro and Elgato Game Capture HD 60. I still haven't got a Pro yet, but one of these days soon I will go shell out the $200 for one for my desktop. So Green Lantern is in. We're going to the Electric Burst and get rid of him for the victory in the 10th fight as Sheikh Ahmed Habibi heals up all of the damage he takes. And we get a Silver Wonder Woman, which is pretty cool. 325 XP, 440 credits. In the 11th matchup, we have Catwoman, Regime Doomsday, and Insurgency Harley Quinn. Cards get a level of 22. Skip the match is 15,000 credits.
Begin.
Black Adam might not be able to one-shot Doomsday. Harley Quinn is in. Harley Quinn does get one-shot. Doomsday comes in. Bring up the Arabian Sand Shocker and get rid of him for the victory in the 11th fight. Even blocking would not save him. 327 XP. 460 credits. In the 12th matchup, we have Challenge Life Drain for the second time in Standard. Going up against Green Arrow, Nightfall Bane, and Destro. Skip the match is 15,000 credits.
Begin.
The Green Arrow barely survives 2 hits. Nightfall Bane is in. Gets wiped out in 2 hits as well. Destro comes in, winning off the Arabian Sand Shocker, and get rid of him for the victory in the 12th fight. We are just steamrolling through this. 37 minutes for 4 battles. 330 XP. 480 credits. So the Arkham Knight Harley Quinn Challenge Battle 4 on Standard difficulty is completed. Now we have a Silver Booster Pack. Inside we receive a Regime Green Lantern, Electric Burst, which is Sheikh Ahmed Habibi's level 1 move, and Poison Ivy, which is Harley Quinn's health move. So in the 5th challenge, Batman must be on your team, and my god, there are like 9 Batmans altogether. Even though I don't have Arkham Knight Batman yet, we can actually do a Arkham pack and try for one. So we're going to start off with bad Batmans. We're going to put in Batman Beyond. We are going to throw in Doomsday. And we're going to put in Arrow, Green Arrow for 5 fights. So Doomsday, we're going to give the Cloak of Destiny, the PROMETHIUM Longsword, and the NetherRealm combo. With Doomsday, the second hit does 50% more damage. So the Cloak of Destiny actually does more damage with Doomsday. In the first matchup, we have Red Sun, Solomon Grundy, John Stewart, Green Lantern, who is black, and Arkham Origins Bane, who smells. Cards start off at level 21 gold. Skip the match is 10,000 credits. 15% health is in place, so everybody will probably hit the emergency barrier, even if Doomsday hits for 10k. Although the second hit might not allow that, so there's the emergency barrier, as John Stewart Green Lantern barely survives a critical hit. So Mr. T gets wiped out. Here we're going to go off the ultimate liftoff, and Arkham Origins Bane eliminated for the victory in the first fight, as the emergency barrier only happened once. 327 XP, 270 credits. In the second matchup, we have Luchador Bane, Red Sun, Wonder Woman, and Batman Returns Catwoman. Cards gain a level of 22, so the match is 10,000 credits.
Begin.
The Luchador Bane eliminated, Wonder Woman is in. Wonder Woman eliminated, Batman Returns Catwoman comes in. And gets wiped out for 10,394 damage for the victory in the second fight. 330 XP, 290 credits. And we're going to try to show off Doomsday getting a critical hit with the knife collection and see if it actually is more damage or not. In the third matchup, we have Zod, Elseworld the Flash, and Green Lantern Sinestro. Cards gain a level of 23. Skip the match is 10,000 credits. Cloak of Destiny is a really fun gear item because it does allow a lot of combination, and it does do a lot of internal testing. So Zod wiped out in one shot. Elseworld the Flash comes in. Gets wiped out. We're hoping for no block here. 7548 and 10,569 damage, so it's pretty close for the victory in the third fight. 332 XP, 310 credits. We're going to make a roster change. We have a lot of Batmans to go. We're going to go in next with Blackest Night Batman. We are going to throw in Blackest Night Martian Manhunter. And we're going to throw in Martian Manhunter. So we got a little flavor of everything. Now, because of Blackest Night Martian Manhunter, obviously the regular Martian Manhunter kind of sucks. But he still does have some fun utility here. In the fourth matchup, we have Challenge Chaos. Going up against 600 Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and Arrow Green Arrow. Cards get a level of 24. Skip the match is 10,000 credits.
Begin.
So 30% damage and power generation for 600 Wonder Woman only. Random tagging will probably happen to one person. And can we avoid that with a phase assault? Yes, we can for the victory in the fourth fight. 335 XP, 330 credits. And thank you, Eric Dank-Tinez, for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate that. In the 5th matchup, we have Balls of Steel Superman, the Killing Joke Joker, and Darkseid. Cards get a level of 25. Skip the match is now 15,000 credits.
Begin.
Balls of Steel Superman taking mental damage, probably from that new Batman vs. Superman movie. As the Joker eliminated, we're off the phase assault on Darkseid and club it away at nothing for the victory in the 5th fight.
Green machine.
338 XP, 350 credits. In the 6th matchup, we have Hawkgirl, Static, and Cassandra Cain Batgirl. Cards get a level of 26. Skip the match is 15,000 credits.
Begin.
Hawkgirl eliminated. Static is in, who is black. Just wiped out in 2 shots. Cassandra Cain Batgirl doing a lot of damage there. Pick off the phase assault on Cassandra Cain Batgirl. And that wipes her out as well for the victory in the 6th fight. 340 XP, 370 credits. We're going to make another roster change. We are going to throw in, we're going to put in Red Lantern Hal Jordan. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to throw in double Hawkgirl. And we're going to go find yet another Batman. We have a bunch of unpromoted Batmans. We're going to leave Red Sun Batman alone. We have animated Batman Beyond. And I think that is not a good choice. We're going to throw in regular Batman. We're just going to load him up with damage gear. He should do pretty fine anyways, even though he's only Elite 3.
Batman.
So in the 7th matchup, we have Godfall Superman, Aquaman, and Bane. Cards get a level of 27. Skip the match is 15,000 credits.
Begin.
Next 3, we have Arkham Origins Batman, and we'll save Red Sun for the final 3 fights. As Godfall Superman gets wiped out, Aquaman is in. Now, the interesting thing about Red Sun Batman is he has a 50% chance, and actually we should get Batman out, as we're going to actually test something else out, as Bane gets eliminated for the victory in the 7th fight. 343 XP, 390 credits. I forgot we were actually supposed to use Batman for 25% more damage, so we're going to take him out. We're going to throw in Arkham Origins Batman now. We're going to throw in Luchador Bane and Arkham Origins Bane. So Batman, we're just going to load up with damage gear and end these fights quickly.
Batman.
In the 8th matchup, we have Challenge Countdown going up against Ares, Bane, and Insurgency Joker. Cards get a level of 28. Skip the match is 15,000 credits.
Begin.
So 1 minute and 50 seconds to complete the fight. Ares gets wiped out. The Avenger pretty much useless on the Joker. They wipes him out too quickly. And Bane going to take the explosive battering for the victory in the 8th fight. $345 XP, 12,410 credits. In the 9th matchup, we have Shazam, Sheikh Ahmed Habibi, and Hawkgirl. Cards lose 8 levels, but gain a promotion to 20 Elite 1. Skip the match is now 20,000 credits.
Begin.
So Shazam wiped out in 3 hits. Sheikh Ahmed Habibi is in. That's going to do nothing. And Hawkgirl snared, gets bashed out in 2 critical hits for the victory in the 9th fight. 348 XP, 430 credits. In the 10th matchup, we have Metahuman the Flash, Balls of Steel, General Zod, and Prison Superman. Cards remain at level 20 Elite 1. Skip the match is 20,000 credits.
Begin.
The Flash gets wiped out. Explosive battering on Zod, who is blocking. Only hits for about 5,000. But the explosive battering on Prison Superman does ream him a new asshole for the victory in the 10th fight. 351 XP, 450 credits. Now we're going to make another roster change. We are going to throw in Insurgency Batman. And we're going to go find 2 more guys to level up. We're going to throw in Balls of Steel General Zod. And we're going to throw in Balls of Steel Superman. And Insurgency Batman will wipe these guys out.
Batman.
And for 2 fights, we're going to use Red Sun Superman along with Batman and animated Harley Quinn. And we're going to try to get off a 200,000 damage
Batman.
flying punch. So in the 11th matchup, we have, or in the 10th matchup, we have Boss Solomon Grundy, animated Harley Quinn, and John Stewart Green Lantern. Actually, this is the 11th fight. Cards get a level of 21 Elite 1. Skip the match is 20,000 credits. This is fight 11, my bad.
Begin.
So we have Boss Solomon Grundy, also known as the Old Man from Pawn Stars. Emergency Barrier can be deadly with a high damage Boss Solomon Grundy. This is not it. That could actually be a pretty fun combo. Harley Quinn eliminated, and the lunge kick will get rid of John Stewart Green Lantern for the victory in the 11th fight. 353 XP, 470 credits. In the 12th matchup, we have Challenge Super Move Disabled, going up against Teen Titan Cyborg, Red Sun Batman, and Regime Killer Frost. Cards gain a level of 22 Elite 1. Skip the match is 20,000 credits.
Begin.
Teen Titan Cyborg eliminated in 3 hits. Red Sun Batman also get wiped out in 3 hits. Killer Frost comes in. Bring off the explosive batarang. We do get a stun. 69-77 on a basic crit for the victory in the 12th fight. 356 XP. 490 credits. So as you see, the 300% does not actually equal that, as it does not play friendly with damage gear. In the 13th matchup, we have Regime Superman, Batgirl, and 600 Wonder Woman. Cards gain a level of 23 Elite 1. Skip the match is 20,000 credits.
Begin.
Flying Punch blocked for 1528. So Superman eliminated. Shield Toss hits for 4452. Wonder Woman gets wiped out. We're going to go off another explosive battery, this time on Batgirl. It looks like it was blocked. Only hits for 2350. That stun hits for about 4,000. And Batgirl eliminated for the victory in the 13th fight. 358 XP. 510 credits. Now for the final 2 fights, we're going to make a roster change. We're going to throw in Batman, who we accidentally used in 1 fight. We're going to throw in animated Harley Quinn. And there's a reason for that. We're also going to throw in Red Sun Superman for the final 2 fights.
Superman.
Now here's the specific gear that we actually use to get this ridiculous damage. We have the Cloak of Destiny, the Ibis Stick, and we have the brand new LexCorp helmet armor, which gives Superman 2 pieces of critical damage. There's 34% crit damage and currently 44%, so altogether we have 16% more crit damage to actually go, and Superman can get about 6,000 more damage total.
Harley Quinn.
So with animated Harley Quinn, we're going to give her some power generation gear so she can get to 2 bars a lot quicker. So we're going to give her, where is the Azerothian Cloak? We need that one for sure. So we need the Azerothian Cloak, which I believe is +5. Why is it not showing up? There it is. The Azerothian Cloak, we're going to give her the Icebound Necklace and the Hyperspeed Suit. So in the 14th matchup, we have the Killing Joke Joker, Red Sun Deathstroke, and Zatanna. And actually, animated Harley Quinn can use the 4th World Helmet as a piece too. Going up against the Killing Joke Joker, Red Sun Deathstroke, and Zatanna. Cards gain a level of 24 Elite 1. Skip the match is 20,000 credits.
Begin.
So the Joker gets wiped out in 2 hits. Contract Killer is going to do some damage on Batman, or Superman. We're going to get off the damage boost now. There's the damage boost. So Batman comes in. We're going to wipe out Deathstroke. We only have 1 chance to land a stun. There's the Sword Spin. Hits for about 4,000. And Fire Kiss is blocked. So we have to get rid of one of them. And this might not actually work this time around unless Superman lands a stun. A third fire kiss. That's pretty ridiculous. We're going to see if we can land a stun on Deathstroke. And we wipe out Red Sun Deathstroke for the victory in the 14th fight, so no ridiculous flying punch there. 432 XP, 530 credits. And in the 15th matchup, we have Arkham Knight Harley Quinn, who is level 30 Elite 1, 14,000 damage, 45,000 health. Skill of the match is 30,000 credits. So what we're going to do is we're going to get in Animated Harley Quinn first, get off the damage boost, and try to build Batman to 2 bars. That way we can get off a stun. Now, if you've seen Harley Quinn in multiplayer, the Batter Up is a 5-hit light attack, a 5-hit combo, which is pretty cool. We're going to get off the damage boost. And we're going to let Batman take a couple hits here, that way he can get to 2 bars. Alright, so there is a bar. We're going to let Superman get to 2. There we go. So we're going to get off the explosive battering. And we do get a stun. So we're going to get off the flying punch. And we did not get a critical hit. That only hit for 73,000 damage for the victory in the 15th fight. 546 XP, 1,100 credits. So the Arkham Knight Harley Quinn Challenge Battle 5 on standard difficulty is completed, and we will receive our first Arkham Knight Harley Quinn. 1,100 damage, 1,000 health, which is amazing stats for Harley Quinn. That's way better than Arkham. So you have completed the challenge. The challenge will now reset so you can play again. Enemies will be tougher this time around. So there's some more challenge credits. We're going to go into the store and check out how much it costs to promote Arkham Knight Harley Quinn. Apparently it's not by credits, it's by name, so Arkham Knight Harley Quinn is 285,000 credits for a promotion. Now, due to time constraints and company coming over for Christmas, we will not be showing off Arkham Knight Harley Quinn, but we will be doing a future battle later today showing them off. If you like this video on the Arkham Knight Harley Quinn full 5 battles of standard difficulty with the second MetaHuman the Flash available until Wednesday, December 30th, please give this video a like rating, comment, subscribe, share this video amongst your friends, and as a favorite, check out my other Injustice Gods Among Us videos, my playlist, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch, which are all HollywoodShono, and have a wonderful day, kids.
www.youtube.com/HollywoodShono. Subscribe, bitches!